But I want to play something for you. This is about 8 minutes long, and it's pretty good. It's pretty serious. Rose McGowan out there stumping from Larry Elder and talking about the elites that he's up against and what is really going on in the country. It's pretty interesting stuff. Listen to this. This is from the Axiom Report. It was highlighted by the Axiom Report on Gab, and it was broadcast on OAN.
I didn't know who David Boyce was. I didn't know he was an operator trying to suppress me. At this point, I did not know that he had already gone to former Israeli Prime Minister Ehud Barak of Israel and say, who should I hire to stop Rose McGowan? I did not know. I could feel the shadow people around me. I found recording devices in my car, in my house. Nude photos hacked and disseminated, courtesy of whom I believe to be Lisa Bloom, another big feminist attorney, another big Democrat.
Lisa Bloom. How many times have we talked about her? That's the reason why nobody's getting to the bottom of Epstein. Lisa Bloom. Here's Lisa Bloom and her mother, Gloria Allred, swoop in as feminist heroes. But really, they are cock-blocking witches. That's exactly what they are.
So when I finally got on the phone with Jennifer Siebel Newsom for what I assumed was about movie projects, imagine my surprise when she says, what can Boyce Schiller do to make you happy? And I had no idea who that was. So I just said nothing and hung up on her. That was my last contact with her. And then the expose broke. And I'd spent years setting this up. Years behind the scenes. Hounded at every turn. So then I go through my emails, and I remembered, upon seeing this long email, where Jennifer Siebel Newsom is inferring that she was a Weinstein rape victim, to get into this private email group of Weinstein rape victims. And the other day, I was reading it, and I was like, oh, I had forgotten about this lady. I had forgotten about this treachery, because there were so many. It was coming at me every day from all sides. My only goal was to take down some monsters and show people that you do not have to be out there with a picket sign. You do not have to bite at the ankles of power. You do have to cut off its head. And it is a hydra. It is a many-headed beast. You get one down, another pops up. That's what I was dealing with. Plus global derision, paid off media that Weinstein had paid off for so many years to destroy me because I never signed a non-disclosure agreement. He was right. I was his enemy. And he was correct. I am formidable. Again, it doesn't make me happy. I always just wanted a life where I could walk in the grass and stare at some trees. Pretty simple. But it didn't turn out that way. So I thought, I'm going to keep life hacking this system. And I don't care if nobody ever believes me, because I was there. I know the truth. I don't believe in gaslighting. I refuse to be tricked. And every line in this email to the Weinstein victims, talking about me and my paranoia, and the reason I suspect her to be a spy is because of my trauma. She starts it with, please turn off the dings, thank you. She starts it with, I'm writing from the Bahamas. Okay, thanks for being rich. I don't know what you're trying to say. Imagine my surprise as I get deeper and deeper into this that I find out, and it's not on Google, definitely ain't on it by the way, on DuckDuckGo I find out that in fact her brother-in-law is David Boyce's law partner, Schiller's son. So today we look up DuckDuckGo. We put in his name, her brother-in-law. I find out he's arrested for beating his wife. Imagine my surprise. These are your leaders. These are who you vote for. And these are who you're attacking. This man, me, and anybody who's like, why not change? Why not be better? So as an outsider, someone not from this country changed my name the first day I got here at 11. My name is Rosa Ariana. They changed it to Rose. I forgot that till 2 years ago. It has stolen so much. And it does it to all of you. I traveled the world and I've had so many people say to me, Americans are the most uneducated. Not wrong, but they are wrong in this. It's undereducated. It's systematic, and it's done to you all on purpose to keep you part of a complicity machine that benefits few. This is not a country or a state for everyone. This is a country for the few. This is a country for people like hair gel in the Bahamas. Okay, that's the reality. And I really wish I had better news. It gives me no pleasure to be the bearer of like truth, which is sometimes ugly. But do you want a society that has gangrene on its leg, but puts on a fancy suit and pretends it's not there while they hobble in pain? Or do you want to just stop, look at reality, take your medicine, clean up the wound, and run? Run free. Why not change? Why not go big? Why not put a stake in the heart of evil? Because that's what this really is. This is good and this is evil. And if you're tired of people looking at this country like it's the Florida of the world, which it is looked upon that way because, it's earned it in a lot of ways. I know this place has it in it to be better. I know it does. I've met so many good people in this country. Not the elites. Absolutely not. But the person I meet, that's the housekeeper at the hotel I'm staying at, who shouldn't even have that title because she's a queen of a woman. And then we have the Jennifer Siebel Newsoms of the world. Why? Why do you keep choosing that? Why do you keep electing that? Don't listen to their buzzwords. Cult leaders, which is what these people are. I would know. I grew up in one, like I said. They massage your mind. They keep you in fear. They keep you in doubt. I kind of suspect on the inside that this is all a lie, but I don't want to be the one that stands out and takes it on the chin. Well, I'm here to confirm for you it is a lie. It is a fact. And when I say things, people are like, I'm sorry you feel that way. I'm like, I didn't tell you how I felt about it. I told you a fact. That's a different thing. Start noticing in your life how many times people will tell you, oh, I'm sorry you feel that way. And start being brave enough to stand out, brave enough to be different, brave enough to challenge. Does it cost? Yes. But if we all do it, it will get so much easier. It will get so much better. I believe in this man because I know his mind, and I would like to think on some level I know his heart. Take away the Republican word. Take away the Democrat word, okay? Who do you want to govern you? Someone who cares passionately, even though you may disagree with him on some points? Or do you want somebody who's really operating behind the scenes to keep you all in ignorance while they rob the bank and go to the Bahamas?
So I'm just going to stop it there. It was a little bit more. Apparently she provided Politico with emails from Gavin Newsom's wife and things like that. And you can say, well, listen, she grew up in a cult. She grew up in this. There's many people who have, and you can tell with the tics. And this is a woman who has spent many years of her life in emotional turmoil. You can't shake that off. But this is brave. It certainly is. And she's speaking truth to power in a great many ways. And she's out there trying to make some headway for someone like Larry Elder, which is great. Outside of that, if this was just her looking for a camera and a microphone to speak on her own behalf, just to speak, then I would say, listen, what are you going to show us, and where are we going to get some, is this another Corey Feldman situation where he's going to drop the names of every last child abuser in Hollywood for the last 40 years, but first he needs $100,000 to make a movie, So one of those things. I take it all at face value, and I give her a lot of credit. Not going to go buy a Rose McGowan shirt anytime soon, but and I always said I'd love to have her on the show. If I say that as if I have the ability to reach these people, but that's going on. So tomorrow, there's the recall vote in California. You got to be on the lookout for that. So, and there was other clips there too. Larry Elder, of course, spoke he always speaks eloquently. He always speaks straight to the point on everything, especially the needs of education for choice. He was so great on pointing out the hypocrisy of the elite, especially when it comes to Obama and his wife and the Obama children, where they all went to school, how they never had to go to public schools and anything else like that. It's something else. I mean, even Rose McGowan goes on to even call out the Obamas too. Said the Obama's daughter went to go intern for my rapist, talking about Harvey Weinstein. And they also interned at HBO or something like that. This is all horse shit. And these are the people who have turned what was, and it's not them, just solely them. This is multiple generations of traitors and opportunists and witches and warlocks. But this is why we don't have a country. This is a Game of Thrones, corporate Game of Thrones. That's just really what it is. You know how you can buy a Monopoly and you can say, oh, it's the Star Wars edition, and instead of buying the Boardwalk, it's like Death Star Lane or something like that. It's just tailored to that. That's really what we're doing here. This is America Inc., but it's a weird occult mess of people, media, and just robber barons. The robber barons are back. So, what else we have? A little bit more on that. What time is it? 8:52? Well, there's only a couple. Let me see here. Let's see. There's only a couple minutes left. So let me play a little bit of Larry Elder. Go ahead.
The price of a home. The state's in trouble. And forget about all these right-wing conservative talking points. There's a left-wing magazine called The Atlantic. A few months ago, article, The California Dream is Dying. All the things I talked about. Declining public schools. The stranglehold environmentalists have over Sacramento. High cost of living. High homelessness. The California Dream is dying. I urge you all to check it out. Every single talking point I've made has been made in that magazine, and these are not Republicans.
Next question, David.
Oh, he also went and called everybody out about the hypocrisy of how, you know, he never plays the race card, which he doesn't. But in this case, he wonders why the New York Times did not pick up the fact that a black gubernatorial candidate for governor, a gubernatorial candidate in California, was attacked by a white liberal in a monkey mask. And it didn't even make headlines. Nothing. It would have been wall-to-wall coverage if he were a Democrat. And it's true. It's true. It's all part of it. It's part of the reason why shade has been thrown at certain therapies for COVID. It's a part of the reason why so much is being done. And that's how we're starting off this week, unfortunately. But I think there's plenty of light